What is going on, guys? Nipsey bringing you a Pokemon showcase on my boy Guzzle over here, aka Boogie, and I get asked with this mon every time I use it in my stream. Every time I use it in a battle in general, I always ask Nips, which is set, Nips, which are EVs, Nips, what are you running on the GUZZLORD right now? And to you, I say, I got this glorious mon right here. He ain't the best, because look at his IVs right now. He's missing two very important things. HP, special defense, but I got 4 IV. I was lazy. I'm like, you know what? He's got attack and defense. And speed as well. It's really important for him, but he's got attack and defense. Good enough for me. I should have kept going, but it's alright. I'll deal with this GUZZLORD for now. But, so what we got going on with him right now? What is our bread and butter? What are our options? Right now, we are rocking a max HP, max defense GUZZLORD. And then 4 points into the attack stat right there with 2 IVs not really mattering, or 2 EV points not really mattering. That's why it's not blue and it's gold right now, but it is what it is. So basically, what I got going on, I got a physical wall. In hindsight, GUZZLORD is a really bad Hydreigon. Like a really bad Hydreigon. Yes, you get a massive HP stat, but your defenses are absolute crapola and just not good at all. Like, I would have been happy if, like, his base speed is like freaking like 54. If they made it like 25 and put 15 more points in each defense, that would be freaking incredible. Like, if he had, instead of 55 defense, made it 70. Like, if both defenses were base 70, he would be an infinitely better mon. But with a high HP stat and base defense of like 54 and 54 special defense, he's not that good. But I'm trying to make a physical wall set work with him, alright? Being Dark Dragon, you already resist fire, water, grass, electric. So that's for like 4 very key special attacks right there. So figured, you know what? You already resist those. You're bulk enough, especially just from resisting those right there, that you can that you're gonna need more physical bulk. So for example, being times weak to fairy, being weak to fighting, being weak to dragon, being weak to bug, I believe as well. Yeah, it's definitely bug as well. And yeah, that's that. It's like, oh, what do you do with this mon? This move pool is just so lackluster, like absolutely lackluster completely. But I think this is the best set for our boy GUZZLORD over here. You're going to run Stockpile. You're going to run Crunch. You're going to run Heavy Slam. You're going to run D-Claw. So, with the Beast Boost ability, guys, Beast Boost allows you to get your highest stat or highest whatever raised when you kill a Pokemon, excluding your HP stat. For me, or for this stat right here, it's always going to be attack. So having 4 points in attack is fine, because when you get a kill on something, you're going to be able to get that attack to go up, and then you're going to be hitting harder. So you hit mediocrely, or like pretty average at best without the Beast Boost. When you get 1 Beast Boost off, though, you're hitting it pretty decently, and it's not bad at all. So, why these moves right now? Well, GUZZLORD is basically a glorified Wailord, in all honesty. So, one thing that you need on a Pokemon like this is death recovery. You need some kind of form of recovery, but guess what? He doesn't get it. Why? I don't know. That's the worst part about GUZZLORD. I wish he freaking did get something, but unfortunately, GUZZLORD gets no form of recovery, except he does get Z Stockpile. Now, what does Z Stockpile do, you ask? I'll tell you right now what Z Stockpile does. Z Stockpile says, boost your defense and special defense by 1 stage, and heal all your HP. So I'm looking at GUZZLORD stats, and I'm like, 200 whatever base HP. You're going to have a lot of HP. Should allow you to take some attacks pretty well. Like, some attacks you resist, you're going to eat up really well. So, the idea is to have GUZZLORD in against a mon. We can get at least one stockpile off for free. No questions asked. Like, you get 1 stockpile off, and they're going to do like a third to you at most. Alright? Then, you know you're going to get outsped, because this thing is crappy ass speed. You know you're going to get outsped. So what you want to do is, if you did get 1 stockpile off, you want to go for Z stockpile no matter what. Then you get hit, you go down to like a 130 HP left, you have 30%, boom, Z stockpile, you're back to full health, you're at +2/+2, now you're damn bulky, and the only things that really hurt you is a fairy move, for the most part. Some things still crit you or whatever, some things could, some wall breakers maybe they'll still do a little bit of damage shit, maybe they got Emborth Choice Band and Superpower can hurt you pretty bad still, but other than that, you're gonna be there for a friggin' while. Yes, after you use Z Stockpile, boom, kiss recovering goodbye, because you got nothing. There's no lefties, no citrus berry, no freaking agua berry, no nothing. Your items used, and you basically, your one-trick pony is done, to be honest. Like, that's about it. But the thing is, like I said, you're so massively bulky now, plus your defense, special defense, and then having that high HP stat, you're not taking much damage at all. But another thing with GUZZLORD, guys, the mistake I made quite often with this guy right now is that since you're so damn slow, and you're not really as bulky as you think you are, sometimes you gotta go Z stockpile right away. You gotta predict, you're gonna be like, alright, I'm gonna take some huge damage this turn. Let's just say huge, I'm gonna take damage this turn. I'm gonna go like below half, or almost at half HP. I gotta make sure that doesn't happen. So, what you do, you Z stockpile right away, you get hit, you go below half, boom, you get the full health, you have +1/+1. Then maybe you try to sneak into the Z stockpile into the stockpile, or like, you try to work into the stockpile somehow so you get that +2/+2. +2/+2 is amazing. And sometimes, if you get the +3/+3, that is the best feeling where you're not dying. You are not dying to anything other than fairy moves at that point. Like, it is an incredible feeling, man, to have that kind of bulk. It's great. You basically win the game, especially you get the beast boost going. Oh my god, dude. You end up being at like +1 attack through defense. It feels freaking great. But the thing is, you gotta use that stockpile, that Z stockpile, right? Also, Impish Nature, increase defense, special attack, because you're rocking all 3 physical attacks. What we got going on? Crunch, obvious, stab. And what's important with Crunch as well, guys, Crunch can lower your opponent's defense. So if you get that defense drop against your opponent and the beast boost, you're basically roughly around +2 attack at that point, and you're gonna hurt really bad, force them to switch out, and guess what? That defense goes down, guess what's going up? Your defenses. You're gonna get that stockpile off, the switch of some kind, boom, you go to +2/+2, you go to +3/+3, or you go to +1/+1, and you got a Z stockpile off next turn, you have +2/+2 back to full health, you're in great shape, alright? Boom. That is phenomenal, that is amazing, that's why you run Crunch. It's stab, it hits pretty damn hard, especially the +1 from the beast boost, and then if you lower defense, you're either killing something, getting a free stockpile, forcing a switch, or killing something else on the switch with the read from Heavy Slam or Dragon Claw or another Crunch. So that is basically why you want to run Crunch on GUZZLORD. Next up, Heavy Slam. GUZZLORD, I think, might be the heaviest mon in Sun and Moon, at least. He weighs 9,909, I think, something like that. He weighs a lot. He weighs a lot no matter what. Heavy Slam is going to hurt. Yes, it's not stab, but you're so damn heavy that you're going to do a lot of damage to a lot of mons. Also, it's great. Oh, my opponent has a GUZZLORD in. Let me switch in my Florges that weighs 2 pounds. Let me switch in my insert fairy Pokemon here that weighs 3 ounces. Boom. Heavy Slam, you're gonna do over half. If you're at not +1, you will do at least over half to some of these mons, sometimes even OHKO them, alright? Heavy Slam will cover that fairy switch in for you, alright? Makes them think twice about switching into you with the fairy. If it's something bulky, like, what's a physically bulky fairy? Are there any physically bulky fairies? Like, I guess you're in Florges as a physically bulky fairy. I really can't think of fairies right now, to be honest, besides Florges, Cottony, Whimsicott, and, that was the thing called, the freaking Slurpuff. Either way, no matter what, Heavy Slam goes off on a fairy, you're doing a lot of damage. Things that are also weak to steel, what else is weak to steel? Rock, he Heavy Slams something on the rock type Pokemon. Get there, rock Pokemon are pretty heavy, but it's just there. Heavy Slam is there, you weigh a lot, and if your opponent resists Crunch and Dragon Claw, they're probably not going to weigh that much. You Heavy Slam them, boom, you're good to go. But mostly, Heavy Slam is indeed for that fairy coverage. Then, we're looking at our last move over here, Dragon Claw. And there's, like I said, there's not much to say about Dragon Claw right now. You declaw, stab, no secondary effects, you do nothing. It's just there. But the thing is, guys, with the GUZZLORD set here, it's a bulky physical wall, and it goes pretty well with, what did I like with you? It goes good with poison types. Like, it goes good with the Tentacruel. Because you could kind of eat EQs. You could kind of, you resist electricity. You resist, you're immune to psychic. So, like, a water poison, like Tentacruel. Or he goes really good with Toxapex. Like, him and Toxapex are the freaking bread and butter, dude. Him and Toxapex are really good mons together, alright? Him and Tentacruel are really good mons together. With Toxapex, you want Toxic Spikes as well. I mean, you don't really want Toxapex. You do get that possibility for the support. So now you poison a Pokemon, forcing things to switch out even quicker now. Or keep that poison damage mitigated, and then stockpiling. And, like, it's kind of a Stoli-esque mob, but not really too Stoli. But yeah, this guy likes to make the water poison, like Tentacruel or Toxapex. He really does. They complement each other really well. Water poison being only weak to electricity, weak to psychic, and weak to ground. GUZZLORD can take all those, ground being neutral, electric being resisted, and psychic being immune to that. So you're really good with poison, water poison types. With GUZZLORD overall, though, guys, you definitely want to, like, make sure you take out any fairies. You want to make sure you killed around 2 mons, at the very least, because, like, if your opponent still has all 6 mons, you're not going to get a 6-0 sweep unless your opponent's team is completely resisted by GUZZLORD, which isn't going to really happen because you have, like, common weaknesses, such as Bug, Fighting, Ice, Fairy, Dragon, but then you resist Ghost, Water, Fire, Electric, Grass. Do you resist Poison? No, you resist Poison. You resist like you mean the Psychic. It's great, but you want to make sure you kill about 2 mons first before you try to do things crazy with GUZZLORD. Granted, I know sometimes you're gonna be force switching in. Your opponent has 5 or 6 Pokemon left. You're gonna be force switching GUZZLORD to like eat up some kind of attack. That's fine, but make sure before you start stockpiling and whatnot, you take care of fairy threats. You take care of things that can hurt him for sure, guys. But overall, yes, GUZZLORD sucks. Yes, he's the worst version of Hydreigon, a way worse version, but he's still viable. He still gets the job done sometimes, and he's really like he can be potent. If you get that +2, +2, +2, +3, he's gonna do work for you guys. I promise you that. So with that being said, as always, I am Nips, aka Sir Mancer. If you enjoyed this video, show some love to the like button, and don't forget to subscribe as well so you don't miss on any competitive Sun and Moon content. As always, I'm Nips. Have a great day. Love you guys so much, and I'll freaking catch you guys next time. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you soon.